had a request for information about my Writer's Bible. So I thought I'd start out with what it is, where I got it from, and why I use it, and then I'll go with how I use it. This is an A5 size traveler's notebook made by Janelle Emmington. It is called A Janelli Fish. It's a bifold. It's customized. I chose 2 different color themes and asked her what she could do because purple and red are my favorite colors. The Snoopy charm I got from Mrs. Brimble's, that is engraved, an engraved typewriter. So if you can, let's see, this is what it looks like when you spread it out. And I love this. I absolutely love it. Okay, and the reason I use it is I used to have, well, I still have this humongous notebook. Now, inside of this notebook, because I have changed it around, are things that I print out that are important to writing. It's information about plotting, about outlining, about character sketches, things like that. I no longer write stuff in it, like write down. I used to have a section that had notes and stuff, and I would write it down on notebook paper and put it in there. Well, I don't do that anymore. I have the tabs. As you can see, I have it set up for chapters, outlines, resolutions, different act structure. I have a section for drafts once I print them out, for editing. I have information about scene and sequel use, outlining, like I said, character sketches, all of that's in here. Okay? All of that's in here. So, it wasn't really working for me. For one, it's so big that to take it somewhere is hard. So, I decided I'd use this. I got the idea from Romany's Realm. Did a video about her, I guess, grimoire witchy book, and she ordered in Dragon's Blood a trifold from Janelle, and it had engraving on it, and I thought it was the most beautiful traveler's notebook I had seen. I mean, watching her in a video showing all of it, it just, but for 2 months or so I thought about it, and I did more research. And you can see I'm rubbing this. The leather smells good. It feels good. It's gorgeous. So when I started this, I started it so that I could keep, I had 5 or 6 different notebooks, like Moleskine type notebooks. And I used one for each novel. And I'd write down information in it, research information in it. It had all kinds of stuff, and it wasn't organized, and notebooks laying around everywhere for different things. One was for the character and the backstory, and one was for the novel itself and the ideas. I had another one for my shiny new ideas. I had one that had to do with research and stuff. Finally, I decided to take all of those like type notebooks and put them into one, which is why I got this. So right now, this is normally not in here. This is One Book July, so it's sort of my day in the life, daily life art journal book. So normally pretend that this isn't in here, okay? I have some of these. These are notebooks, like I said in a different video. I got them from TJ Maxx. They were $1.99 each. And this is the kind of notebooks, or Moleskine or Fabriano, which comes from Michaels. I think these are Moleskine, but I got them from Staples. So this one is sort of just okay, this is a dashboard, and this is my insert for NaNoWriMo type events. This is this, and this changes. I just either put a new sheet on top or I white out. This is information about theme, notes about character names, just notes about what I'm working on during Camp NaNoWriMo, to how to outline for NaNoWriMo. I put information in here when I want to do videos for NaNoWriMo or set things up, and I don't, it's like a catch-all for any type of NaNoWriMo event. Story arc. This is the tips. I did this video just recently. Write a blog post. This is where I did the tips. NaNoWriMo tips. What to pack. That was April. Preparations for July's camp. Camp NaNoWriMo. 20,000 word count. Open with. What the story. And I started writing down names. I have stuff in here. Okay. Like I said, that's the dashboard. This is another dashboard. Well, a folder. And this is my writerly journal. I am following, I talked about this in the video that's probably uploading right now. Susan Dennard, she keeps a journal about her writing, and she puts like her work in progress and her word count, and she writes about her writing. She talks about whether she made it, she didn't make it, she goes back later and fills stuff in. I have a calendar that I have birthdays on, but I also keep track of writing on. It's a year calendar. I can just write stuff down. So, for example, this was July 2nd. My word count, I didn't write in. But today's writing is going much better. So, I talk about whatever I have on my mind that has to do with writing, books that impress me as far as the writer in my head goes, not just the reader. And today I have started this because I am uploading a YouTube video right now. So once I get done with this video, I will write in my word count, goal, and I'll talk about some writing. Now these are to keep me, like I do this when I do blog posts or I vlog a video. What I'm doing, why, what the sources are, that kind of thing. And then this is research information. Now, I kind of did a little bit, like this is tarot stuff, and I actually took a picture. These are some list of books. This is more information about tarot spreads because she's a witch. This is how to, like, sketch out your information, like map out, and this is relevant. I just finished reading and have been working on the Writer's Compass, and I did some work in one of the notebooks to map out my story. It's how I ended up with the storyboard that's on my wall now. So I got this in here so that I can kind of map out my novel, because I'm a visual person as well, and this helps. And then this is just this was Alice in Wonderland, some stuff that is inspiring to me. I have some lists. That's my shiny new ideas list, and I will keep going. This was a paragraph or two that I wrote that I think might go in my novel. I had an idea. This was information about tarot cards, because this was a little bit of journaling that I did while I was watching a research video. This is the Writer's Compass. I told you I was doing that for that book. This is where I did that stuff. Mapping out my novel, which this should actually be in one of the other inserts, but it ended up in here. This is research. I was watching some videos about certain things, and I was reading a book. So, like I said, I have a note here. Look up traditional folk magic. Time to go to the library. I drew an anathema, or I'm not sure. It looks like a sword more, but this is the Burning Times, just information. So that's my research insert. Now this is backstory. As you can see, they're labeled. I have information about my characters. I have little quotes in there from the character. I think the character was saying. This is a timeline I've been working on. Information from the Emotional Thesaurus about personality stuff about my character. More backstory. some writing, like a journal entry as if I were my character. This is, I'm about to fill this in. I wanted to just free write this week, the first week of the camp, so that I could go back in and make sure before I have the names specifically and have everything done, because this will become it. So once I'm done, this is my outline, the 7-point. I am filling it in, as you can see. I fill in a little bit of stuff, and like my character arc and some of the action and plot. The character arc gets filled in first, because I am more of a character plot kind of person, and then I go through as I learn and write in my actual action or plot. Then I do, as I go, descriptions, and then I will keep going and write subplots. And that's what this one is for. This is, like I said, this one's backstory, but I have the outline in there, you know, because I've got to keep up with it so that I know what's going on, because I'm going to have to put backstory information in there. So that's what I use my Writer's Bible for. I hope that clears up any questions. You can set up a writer's notebook or a writer's Bible however you want. A lot of people set them up in those big notebooks. Some people set them up in regular journals. Some people keep journals like I did, and they have journals for one journal per novel, and they just write in it the whole time for everything. But I'm one of those people. I have ADHD, and a lot things get laid around, and then I can't find what I need. So usually for this, like, I can take one of these inserts out. Here, let's show you this one, for example. Okay, if I'm going to go somewhere and I want to write, okay, I can pull this out. Well, I'll pull this one out. That one's done in there because I didn't have quite enough. So let's say I'm going to go somewhere, and I don't need all of these, but I might do some writing. I'm going to the library, and I'm researching information for backstory or whatever. I could throw this in my purse. Well, not this purse, because this one's too little, but in my knapsack, my saddleback leather for the laptop and stuff. I can throw this in there, take it with me, write down everything I need, and then when I come back home, voila, it goes back in here. And I'm all ready to go. Now this, as you see, it's actually a page mark, a bookmark. And it's getting kind of chunky. I like the way this is. I have actually ordered a trifold A5 for my birthday this month. I ordered it a couple of months ago. I knew sometimes it takes Janelle, especially customized stuff, it takes her a while because she's a one-woman shop, I should say. I have the wallet in the passport size, but it goes from one color to the other, and it kind of, I don't know. I want to say harmonize. It harmonizes. The colors harmonize. But that one is going to be for my art journal. So when I actually get that one in, this art journal will come out of here. This will go, what's in here will go in there. And probably my Hobonichi will go in there. And this one, this will go back, this will go in here, because right now, because I have this one in here, I can't put the new one in there. So, like I said, I hope that helps clarify what my Writer's Bible is.